Hi, I'm Cushing and welcome to another helping of my favorite foods. Come on in. Today I'm going to make for you a crinkle phyllo cake. This is a recipe that's taking the internet by storm. It's super easy and absolutely delicious. My version features a really cool phyllo technique that you're going to love for ultimate crunch. Let's go. I bet you've got all the ingredients for this dessert in your kitchen right now, don't you? Okay, maybe not the phyllo, unless you're Greek. We always have a stash in the freezer, just in case. Step 1, melting the butter. Now what I want to do is take it to the noisette stage. That just means that it's going to caramelize those milk solids on the bottom and make it so phenomenal. You're going to get this nuttiness and it's going to add a whole other layer, while at the same time it's going to be clarifying it. I mean, look at the color of that butter. Are you ready to play the Greek word of the day? Let's go. Today's word is patsavoura. Say it with me. Patsavoura. Sounds like you're swearing, but you're not. I'm going to slow it down for you. Patsavoura. What does it mean? Rag. Welcome to my world. In Greek, patsavoura. In English, rag. 3 letters. It's super important because this is the technique that I'm using for the phyllo in Greek. It's called patsavouropita. So it's the style of the phyllo that's turned into a rag. It's so amazing because it gets really crispy. Now it's phyllo time. Just going to brush the bottom of a regular baking dish, rectangular, standard size. Take 1 sheet and basically fold it in half. So put the bottom in, a little bit of butter between, folding the other part in. You see I have a little tear, but I'm not concerned about that. Brushing a little bit of butter, drizzling basically. Again, not too precious. And then what I'm doing here is just scrunching it with my hands, but very lightly. And then it's going to go into my baking dish. So look at those beautiful layers. You see that? That's the rag technique where you get lots of crunchiness on top. Now get ready. All the rest of that butter is hitting the rest of the phyllo. Oh, mama. Okay, 375 Fahrenheit. This is going in the oven for about 20 minutes. So while our pastry and butter is in the oven, I'm going to start making the custard. Separating 2 eggs. Just going to use the yolks. So I'm going to use these whites for something else, meringue. Adding 2 whole eggs. So 2 eggs plus 2 yolks, simple. Now I'm mixing the sugar. Full recipe is down below the video description, always there. All I want to do here really is blend everything together. I'm going to add the milk also. This is a full fat milk, about a ½ liter, 2 cups. This is a very forgiving dessert. If you're a beginner, it's a perfect dessert to make, okay? Then a little bit of vanilla going in. Any kind, vanilla extract, vanilla beans. Oh, already aroma of vanilla, fantastic. Lemon zest, if you know me. It's one of these things. I see custard and phyllo, gotta use lemon. It's going to add a beautiful, refreshing note. Look at what I'm talking about. And now, oh yeah. Do you see what I'm talking about? Two words, mama. Now it goes back in the oven, lowered temperature, 325 Fahrenheit, still oven, for about 15 minutes. While our crinkle phyllo cake is cooking in the oven, let's make a simple syrup. Actually, a syrup that's simple, because this is honey. I'm going with a beautiful Greek thyme honey. Oh, look at that. Equal parts with water just to blend it a bit. I'm going with about 125 ml, half a cup, but you can make it as sweet as you like. If you know me, that's good. I go a little bit lighter on the sweetness. A cinnamon stick is going to give it a nice little cinnamony light flavor, and just like a teaspoon of lemon. That teaspoon of lemon is going to add a slight bit of flavor, but it also stops the honey from crystallizing, which is why many people use sugar. Also, it's way cheaper, but honey has no equal in my view. I just want to reduce that by about a third, and by that time it'll be ready to pour on the crinkle phyllo cake. Woo! So after about 5 minutes, you can see the texture of this syrup. It's reduced by about a third. It's perfect. Because I have a big vessel, it reduces quickly. Now I'm going to shut it off and let it cool slightly before bathing the phyllo pie in it. Wait for it. Look at how it glistens. Are you serious? If you're a beginner and you make that, people will lose it. Guess what's happening now? Look at this. Do you see what I'm talking about? All right, let's listen for the crunch. It's warm still, but it's cooled down for about a half an hour. That's all I could wait. So really you want the custard just to cook enough to set. I don't want it to be firm. Enough with the small talk. Let's taste it. Who remembers the Greek word of the day? Patsavoura. Patsavoura. Rag. Hello. Precious. My precious. Holy cow, that's good. Warm out of the oven, you are gonna lose it. Okay, I'm coming over in 45 minutes. Go. You can make this for me easily. I mean, easily. Thank you so much for sharing in another helping of my favorite foods with me. Please share, subscribe, like, let me know what's happening, and let me know what you think in the comments below about this crinkle cake, or shall we call it patsavouropita? You tell me which you prefer.